Welcome to Pilates. Today we're going to do something called single, single, double. You'll find out as we go. It's just a way to keep us interested in what we're doing, kind of basic moves. Let's get for our tailbone, our ear, shoulder, hip alignment, our belly button to the spine. You need to be on your sit bones. You can have your legs folded. You can have your legs in another position, but make sure you even out on both. We're going to inhale up, exhale the ceiling, and inhale down. Exhale up and inhale down. Exhale up and inhale down. Exhale up, inhale, and exhale over to the corner of the wall. Let's grab our ankle on the other leg if you can. If you can't reach, that's fine. Your bicep is on your ear and you're reaching into that corner. So I'd like this to be a nice long stretch up to the end. All right, put your hand outside your hip, hand over the ear, and then guide your head across and open up those scalenes. That's always my biggest stretch in the morning. Inhale across, exhale to rotation. Sweep those arms out to open up that back, looking down at your fingertips. Get a nice big rotation here. Beautiful. Then if you can, let's follow it back to the spinal twist. So put your hand behind your hand on the thigh. Big inhale and exhale, rotate. Big inhale and exhale, rotate. Big inhale and exhale, rotate. Lift it up. Breathe 3 times. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Let's bring it back to center. Roll the shoulders back twice. Roll the shoulders forward twice. And we're going to switch sides. Yahoo! All right. Inhale up. Exhale, ceiling, and inhale down. Exhale up and inhale down. Exhale up and inhale down. Exhale up and inhale, grabbing that thigh, going into the corner, or thigh, ankle, going into the corner of the room. Right here. Get that big, long stretch. I want you to keep pulling that rib off those hips. Big stretch right here. Good. Breathe and breathe. And put your hand over your ears. You take your arm out and take your head across, keeping everything in alignment. Try not to fall backwards. We're lifted all the way through this. So inhale across, exhale to rotation. Sweep the arm out. Get that nice back stretch. You can stay there or follow it into the spinal twist. So put your hand behind you, hand on your thigh. Inhale and exhale, rotate. Inhale and exhale, rotate. Lift up. Inhale and exhale, rotate. Breathe 3 times. Good. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Let's bring it back to center. Palms together. Fingers intertwined. Push the palms toward the screen or whatever your forward position is. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Nice. Then pull in through the belly. Open up the back with your breath, creating a big opening in the vertebrae and then between the shoulders. Put your arms in front of your ears, put the bottom of your feet together. Hinge across the room, not down, across the room, keeping your head on your spine, reaching those fingertips across, feeling that unwrapping from around your hips. Then palms to the ceiling, lowering your elbows down so you can curl yourself up to your lift. Taking your legs out, you're going to drop your knees side to side to get hip stretches. We're going slowly with this to get everything opened up. Let's do 8, 7, 6. Try to reach all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to tuck those hips under us, bring ourselves to tabletop, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, feet nice and long. Inhale, bottom and chin push toward each other. Really lift the head and the tail are trying to reach, and then exhale, curl up like a cat, separating all those positions. Inhale, pull it together, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, feels really, really great. And exhale, get that opening. We're going to sit back into child pose, then reach our arms out and take a nice deep breath right here. And 2 more. Let's bring ourselves around onto our back and do our warm-ups. We're going to start with the hundreds. So slide yourself out into long. All right, always when we lie down, we want to lift up our glutes, walk them down the mat, wiggle our upper body up so that we get length inside of our abdomen, inside of our torso. You bring your legs to tabletop. You can stay lying down or you can curl yourself up. You can stay at tabletop or take your knees to 45 degrees. You want to have your hand beside your hips, pumping. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 420. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. We're going to do the scissor split. So it's a double pulse. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. We're getting a nice hamstring stretch and through our back. Keep going. Eyes between those thighs, not at your feet. Good. 8 more. That's 8 and 7. Keep the legs as long as you can. 6. Last 5 and 4. Beautiful. 3. Good job. 2. Beautiful. And 1. Both sides. Let's bring ourselves down. Drop our knees away. Take a nice deep breath right here. Bring it to the center. Drop it forward. Get a nice twist there. And then bring it back to the center. So our first single, single, double. Let me show you the routine. So we're going to bring ourselves to tabletop and curl ourselves up. We're going to bring one leg in and the other leg out. So it's going to be single. Bring one leg in. Single. Take that leg out. Bring them in. Double. Then you start again. Single. Single. Bring it in. Double. And out. Single. Single. Double. Extend. Single. Single. Squeeze. And out. This is one of those great routines that stretches you while you're doing the core. Single, single, double, stretch out. You can have your head down for this. Single, double if you have a curl up issue. Single, single, double, reach out. Single, single, double, extend. Right, left, both legs, extend. Right, left, both legs, extend. Single, single, double, and good. Single, single, double. We're going to do 4 more. Single, single, double, extend. 3 more. Single, single, double, extend. 2 more. Single, double, extend. Last one. Single, single, double, extend. Bring your head to the floor. Bring your feet to the floor. Nice job. Now we're going to do that with our crossovers. It's going to be a little different with that. So again, we're going to curl ourselves up. You're going to extend one leg. The arm goes behind your head. Make sure you have a nice big curl up. You're going to go single, back to center, single, over to each side, double, both sides. Got it? So right, center, left, center, both legs, center. Right, center, left, center, both legs, and center. Right, left, both, and center. Right, left, both, and center. Right, left, both, and center. Good job. Right and left, both legs, and center. Good. Right, see, you got it. Left, both legs, and center. Woo, I lost that one. Right and left, both legs, and center. Really opening, activating our body today. Both legs, and center. Last 4. Right and left, both legs, and center. 3 more. Right and left, both legs, and center. 2. Right and left, both legs. 2 more. Right and left, both legs, and center. This one sneaks up on you. Start to feel it in your transverse abdominal and your obliques. Woo! And center. Hug those knees. Circle them around for 4. Try not to push on your knees. Stay below them and the other way. Good. All right. We have a pendulum. So what we're going to do is take the legs first to 10 o'clock. and then center. Then to 2 o'clock and center. Then 10 to 2 and center. 10 o'clock, center. 2 o'clock, center. 10 to 2 and center. Once you get it, look at the ceiling. Don't crane your neck toward the screen. And good. Side to side and center. One side, the other side, both sides, and center. Keeping that belly button to the spine. One side, then the other side, then both sides, and center. Good job. One, over, center. Good work. Over, over. Don't forget that pause out there. Center, and go. 8 more. Side, center, side, center, side to side, center. 7. Side, center, side, center, side to side, center. Make sure you're lifting with those obliques. Side, center, side, center, side to side, center. Side, center. I think it's 4 more. Center, side to side, center. Don't forget the pause. 3, 3, side to side. Last 2. Hold, center, side to side. Last 1. Hold, center, side to side. You got it. Drop your knees over to the side, push yourselves up, and come into a pike. Yay! All right, so pike means you're going to have your elbows back, your glutes back. Cut that in there. Get these legs to the diagonal. Make sure there's a nice length between your shoulders and your elbow. You want to be lifted in that torso. And I think you know what's coming here. So we're going to do single, single, double. That's 1. Single, single, double. That's 2. Single, single, double. That's 3. Single, single, double. That's 4. Now you can have your hand in the front or up. If you have it up, the lats get involved. So you get more support and you get those lats work. Double, that's 5. Try not to roll back on your glutes. Double, that's 6. Single, single, double, that's 7. Single, single, double, that's 8. Single, single, double, that's 9. Here's our last one. Single, single, double, that's 10. We're going along down the mat. Bring it all the way over. Okay, so we're going to go to the front. Single, single, then both legs. Double, that's 1. You'll feel that in your back. Single, single, double, that's 2. It's a bigger load, right? Single, single, double, that's 3. You want to be that long line when you get back. Single, single, double, that's 4. Single, single, double, that's 5. Single, single, double, that's 6. Single, single, double, that's 7. Single, single, double, that's 8. Single, single, it's a lot of load. Double, that's 9. And single, single, double, that's 10. All right, let's take that leg out to the front and we're going to lift and lower it. 1, 2, now take both legs up. That's 1. 1, 2, up. That's 2. 1, 2, both legs, up, that's 3. Front leg, both legs, that's 4. Front leg, both legs, that's 5. Front leg, both legs, that's 6. Up and up, together, that's 7. Up, together, that's 8. Up, together, that's 9. I flopped a little bit on that one. Up, together, that's 10. Put your hand down, tuck your legs up. You're coming into a lifted position right here. All right, we have one leg behind, our hand beside our thigh, and the other arm here or here. We're going to lift 1 and 2, lift up, that's 1. Lift 1 and 2, lift up, that's 2. 1 and lift up, that's 3. Inside thigh, lift up, that's 4. Modified plank, 1 and 2, lift up, halfway there. 1 and 2, we're not resting on that arm, are we? And 6. 1 and 2, we're very light here. Lift up, and 7. Use your strong core. Lift up, and 8. 1 and 2, lift up, that's 9. 1 and 2, you got it, that's 10. I'm going to come over and put my fan on, and then we're going to the other side. I get the morning sun. I'm not complaining at all. Get the morning sun, so the room gets a little toasty roasty, but it also gets light and beautiful. Let's go to the plank. On the other side, so again, your elbow and shoulder in alignment. I'm going to put something under my hips, and your belly button to the spine, and your knees are stacked as your legs go forward in a diagonal. Here we go. All right, got myself situated. All right, 1, 2, together, that's 1. 1, 2, together, that's 2. 1, lift, 2, make sure you're not rolling backwards, that's 3. Lift and lift, together, that's 4. Lift and lift, together, that's 5. Lift and lift, together, that's 6. Lift and lift, together, that's 7. Lift and lift, together, that's 8. Lift and lift, together, that's 9. Lift and lift, together, that's 10. We're going all the way, all the way down the mat. All right, leg goes forward. 1, 2, together, that's 1. 1, 2, make sure you're a long line, that's 2. And you go back to the line at the end of the set. Together, that's 3. 1, 2, together, that's 4. 1, 2, together, that's 5. 1, 2, together, that's 6. 1, 2, together, that's 7. 1, 2, together, that's 8. 1, 2, together, that's 9. 1, 2, together, you've got 10. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to scoot a little bit forwarder. We're going to take it to the front, right here. Lift, lower together. Lift, lift, together. 1. Lift, lift, 2 legs, and 2. Lift, lift, 2 legs, 3. Lift, lift, 2 legs, 4. Lift, lift, good, 5. Try to hold a pause at the top when you get that second one, third one, and 6. So you want to hold it there, right here. Pause, and 7. Lift, lift, pause, and 8. Lift, lift, pause, and 9. Lift, lift, you got it, and 10. Let's bring ourselves up. All right, you got it. Okay. We're doing the inner thigh lift. Put your hand in front if you want to, so you can help yourself up on the third part. Make sure your hand is under your shoulder, not leaning, right? You're lifting. So it's 1, 2, lift. That's 1. 1, 2, lift. That's 2. And then if your shoulder hurts and you can't do the plank, just come on down and do your inner thigh. 3, 1, 2, lift. That's 4. 1, 2, lift. That's 5. 1, 2, lift. That's 6. 1, 2, lift. That's 7. 1, 2, lift. That's 8. 1, 2, lift. That's 9. 1, I was going to use my arm and not my leg. Lift. That's 10. Beautiful job. Let's come around into our plank. My hips thing out of the way. And you can do this in tabletop, right? Or you can do it in plank. So it depends on how much tension or strength you have. And again, this isn't a shoulder move. Your shoulders are your supports, but just like a kickstand, like you don't put the whole bike on it, you just lean on it. But it does recruit the shoulders. So if there's a big problem, you want to either use your elbows or you want to stay in tabletop or something you figure out for your body. All right. So let's put our hands back, and it's going to be a different kind of thing. We're going to touch across, lower and lift. 1. Touch across, lower, lift. 2. Touch across, lower, lift. 3. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 4. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 5. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 6. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 7. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 8. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 9. Touch and touch, lower, lift. 10. Sit back into child pose. Good. Get a nice deep breath right here. All right, we're going to do one more in the plank position. It's going to be our hip twists. Hip twist to pike. Okay? So you like your legs closer together for this one, unless you feel like you're just rocking over to one side too much, so you can separate them. But to land the hip, it usually helps to be tighter. So over, lift, pike, and 1. Over, lift, pike, and 2. Over, lift, pike, and 3. Over, lift, pike, and 4. Over, lift, pike, and 5. Over, lift, pike, and 6. A little bit of a stretch in there, right? Over, lift, pike, and 7. Over, lift, pike, and 8. Over, lift, pike, and 9. Last 2. Over, lift, pike, and 10. Oh, that's the last one. All right, knees down, sit back into child pose. Nice. We're coming back around onto our back. So I'm going to go a little bit diagonal for this. All right. A lot of fun. Keeps you busy. All right, separate. Know how to separate. Got it. Take the legs up, take them out to the diamond. All right, we're going to bring one leg in and out. So we're going to bring right leg in and out, left leg in and out, both legs in and out. In and in together. In, take its time, in, otherwise it's just a lot of movement together. Want it to be something that we feel in the transverse abdominal. 4, in and in, 5, in and in, 6, in and in, 7, in and in, look at the ceiling, 8, in and in, 9, in and in, and 10. Now bring those legs together. Good. You're going to touch to the right, touch to the left, touch to the center, and lift. Good. Touch to the left, touch to the right, touch to the center. That's 1. Touch to the right, touch to the left, touch to the center, and lift. Touch to the left, touch to the right, touch to the center. That's 2. So you could see that the set means doing both sides. Good. Center and lift, left and right and center. That's 3. Right and left and center and up, left and right and center. That's 4. Right and left and center, lift up, left and right and center, halfway there. Right, feel that move. Left, center and lift, left, right, center. That's 6. You're not pushing with your hands, right? Right and left and center. That's lift, left and right and center. That's 7. Right and left and center. That's lift, left and right and center. That's 8. Only 2 more sets. Right and left and center and lift, left and right and center. Good. 9. Last set and left. You should come back to the center and lift, left, center, right, center. Here we go. And 10. Nice job. Let's curl ourselves up and take ourselves into the pike position. So some of us are going to need a mat for this too. I actually don't need a mat for this one. And just for my hip. Okay, so here we go. We're off the floor. If you want to be, you don't have to be. You can have your hands down, right? So we're going to push out together. That's 1. Push out together. That's 2. Push out. You can be on your elbows and you could be lying down. That's 3. If any of this doesn't work for you, push out together. That's 4. Push out, look straight ahead, push out together. That's 5. Push out together. That's 6. Push out together. That's 7. Push out together. That's 8. Or put your hands underneath. Push out together. That's 9. Push out together. That's 10. Flex your feet. Come over to a side turn. Yeah. And then over to the other side. Okay. Now this one is going to be another crossover. The position is a little bit advanced, so if you need to just go to a normal crossover, or you can also do this in lifted butterfly. In this position, it's up here. So you're going to make a diamond. Feet are off the floor, side to side, center, lift your middle legs, side to side. When you come to the center, 2, side to side, lift your feet, 3, side to side, lift your feet, 4, side to side, lift your feet, 5, side to side, lift your feet, 6, side to side, lift your feet, 7, side to side, lift your feet, 8, side to side, lift your feet, 9, side to side, lift your feet, and 10. Now bring it to a butterfly, grab your ankles and lift yourself up. Beautiful. Now come on over to the side again, coming down. We're going to do a modified plank, but we're going to introduce it with a tricep push-up. So you're going to go down and 1, down and 2, down, lift off. That's 1. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift off. That's 2. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift off. That's 3. You want to be as stacked as you can. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift off. That's 4. Down and 1, and down and 2, down, lift up. That's 5. Halfway there. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift up, and 6. Or 5, 6. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift off, and 7. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift up, and 8. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift off, and 9. Down and 1, down and 2, down, lift up, and 10. Nice job. That was beautiful. Now we're going to slide all the way down. We're going to do 2 flexes to the front, 1 and 2 together. Lift all the way up and lower. Flex and flex together. Lift all the way up and 2. Flex and flex and down. Lift and 3. Flex and flex together. You know we don't flex very much. And 4. Flex and flex together. Lift up and 5. Flex and flex together. Lift up and 6. Flex and flex together. Lift up and 7. Flex and flex together. Lift up and 8. Flex and flex together. Lift up and 9. Flex and flex together. Lift up and 10. Let's go over to the other side, starting with that tricep push-up with our modified plank. All right, one arm's across, one arm's, you want that elbow to come out to the front, right? Slight bend in the knees, okay? Push and push, lower, lift up. Good job. Push and push, lower, lift 2. Push and push, lower, lift 3. Good job. Push and push, lower, lift 4. Nice. Push and push, lower, lift 5. Good. Push and push, lower, lift 6. Nice. Push and push, push our tricep, lift 7. Push and push, lower, lift 8. Push and push, lower, lift 9. Push and push, lower, lift 10. Slide it all the way down. All right, flex, flex, lift and lower. Flex flex, lift, and 1. Flex, flex, lift, and 2. Flex, flex, lift, and 3. Flex, flex, lift, and 4. Flex, flex, lift, and 5. Flex, flex, lift, and 6. Flex, flex, lift, and 7. Flex, flex, lift, and 8. Flex, flex, lift, and 9. Flex, flex, lift, and 10. Let's come over onto our backs. All right, couple more things and then we'll finish off. All right, legs are all the way up. This is an easy one instead of our bridge, and then we'll do our teaser. So one leg out and in, other leg out and in. Together, that's 1. Out and in, out and in. Together, that's 2. Out and in, out and in. Together, that's 3. Out and in, out and in. Together, that's 4. Out and in, out and in. Together, that's 5. Make sure you feel yourself bringing in with both the transverse abdominal and that inner thigh. And 6. So you have to give it some distance in order to have to pull it back in. Out and in. Together, that's 7. Out and in. Out and in. Together, that's 8. Out and in. Out and in. Together, that's 9. Out and in. Out and in. Together, that's 10. All right, bring those legs down. Now we're going to go to the teaser. It's going to be a teaser to the side, a teaser to the side, a teaser to the middle. So that's 3 teasers. And so that's going to be a 10 count of that set. So you may get tired. So let me talk you into a modification that you could take a break. You can't get up, just bring those legs up and do side to side like you're doing, they call can, and then extend, right? So let's get into our teaser position. Let me scoot forward to the camera. Good. Arms are overhead. You're going to lift in the inhale, lift it into the inhale, go to one side, come on down, lift into that inhale, exhale to the other side and down. And now come to the middle. And that's one. Now, as you come down, it needs to be vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, second set. Side, lower down. I'm not going to rush you through this. Side, lower down. Middle, that's 2. Good job. Side, lower down. Side, lower down. Middle, and you can grab your legs if you want to. That's 3. Nice. Side, lower down. Side, lower down. Middle, that's 4. And you can bend your legs a little bit. Side, lower down if you need to. Side, lower down. Middle, that's 5. Or do one leg at a time. Side, lower down. Side, lower down. We're halfway there. You want to grab your legs and lift them up a little bit more? Good. And down. Let's go for number 6. Side, lower down. Side, lower down. Middle, that's 7. Yep, I got that wrong. Side, that was 6. Lower down. Side, lower down. Middle, that's 7. My legs are starting to get heavy. How about yours? Side, lower it down. I'm using that transverse abdominal more. Side, lower down. Good. Middle, that's 8. Now, one of the things you might do is start to drop hard. So make sure you still come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Last 2, let's go. Side, lower down. Side, lower down. Good job. Middle, that's 9. Last set. Whew. Side, lower down. My form is getting sloppy. Side, lower down, and middle. I'm going to grab mine. I'm going to grab them. Yes, that's 10. All right, we about killed ourselves on that one. Let's come to the center. We're going to go to our stretch. We're actually running a little bit late. All right, let's start having one leg in, the other one out, and a long straddle. So not your shoulder, not your middle, all the way out to the straddle. Take a nice deep breath here, and we're going to walk forward. It's going to be a tiny walk, just one step. And I want you to feel that inner thigh. Just put those hands out there. I'm not trying to get your chest to the floor at all. Just get those hands out there and breathe into it. Looking down at your fingertips. Now bend the elbows. And whatever, if they land or they don't land, it doesn't matter. Just do the bending position to get a little more stretch in your back. Yeah, that's beautiful. Just feel that. Nice. And then walk it back in. And if you can, hand on the outside and come into baby wild thing. Then we're going to come on down and rotate toward that thigh and lower our chest. You have stretch on Saturday, by the way. Good. Really allow yourself to get deep on this. And then we're going to come up into our spinal twist. So come around, big inhale and exhale, rotate. Big inhale and exhale, rotate. Big inhale and exhale, rotate. Lift it up. Breathe 3 times. Then bring it back to center, and we're going to try to come down low this time. Not just reaching out with our hands, but bring our chest down. All right, you have a little bit more room now. You're feeling this under your knees, under your legs. We use those legs a lot today. And then walk it back in, and we're going to switch over to the other side. Again, just the hinge. Just the hinge. Good. Now, just hands flat on the floor, and then try to bring those elbows down. We're not taking our chest to the floor. Then walking yourself back in, put your arms to the side. If you can do this, come on over. If not, just do a side bend. All of it works the lats, so it doesn't have to be up here. And then bring yourself down into that thigh. Good, chest on the thigh. Curl yourself up and into the spinal twist. Good, rotate and rotate and rotate. Lift up, breathe 3 times. And then bring it back to center and lower it down in the center as much as you can. And then bring yourself back in. We'll come to a total straddle. That's one single, single, double, right? Hands behind you, really far behind you, just pushing away. Your thumbs are toward your hips, and just rock back and forth. Bending those elbows, straightening them out. Just getting energy into the back. Good. And then roll the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring the hand inside, the other arm over the ear, and just and then switch. Nice. Now with those hands inside, roll to the front. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now walk it out. All right, wherever you can go with this. I feel all this vibration, releasing things from my body, which feels amazing. Yeah. And then go into those long arms. You already got the lat, you already got the inner thigh, so let's go for the back. Bring those legs together. Get into your tabletop, shoulders. So inhale, bottom and chin up. Make sure your hands are on your shoulders and your knees are on your hips. Curl up like a cat. Inhale, bottom and chin up. Exhale, curl up like a cat. Good job. And bring it up. Tuck those toes under. Let's go up to the ceiling with our glutes. Push your hands into the floor. Push your heels toward the floor. Release behind those legs. Release in those arms. Release those shoulders down. You feel a lot of opening here. Push that chest toward those thighs. Really feel I'm going to pull you up. Somebody's grabbing you with the way it's pulling you up more and more and more and more and more. That's where I want you to feel it today. Yeah, and then what? All right. Hands together, big elephant swings as we come up. Yeah, all the way up here. All right, we are going to roll the shoulders one more time, just 4 times to the back and 4 times to the front. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, and forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Soften those knees, widen those legs, and washing machine. Let those arms swing like empty coat sleeves. Your head follows the rotation. Whole upper body movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to the center. Breathe it up and down. 2 more up and down. And last time. Thank you, everybody, for coming to Pilates today. We just mixed it up a little bit with single, single, double. Hope you liked it.